it is a tough situation for them. And I wonder like how much pressure Dubas is on. Because what if the Leafs make it and have another first round playoff exit? Right? Like how much pressure do you think potentially would be if that occurs?
Well, that has to be in the back of everyone's mind, I would imagine, right? In the front office, as you're making decisions, that if you go 6 straight years with nothing to show for it, I mean, how is there not change?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there necessarily will be with Kyle, but at rosters, something has to give, doesn't it? How many times can you, at least with some of these other teams that we talked about, you know, that have had really good teams for a while and finally broke through, like St. Louis. St. Louis in 2019 was the culmination of teams that really started in 2012. Washington in 2018 was the culmination of something that started in 2009. They at least won rounds in between.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a crisis of confidence in net? It's a crisis of that roster's confidence when it gets to playoff time. Where do they go? How is it that guys are so talented? Austin Matthews has 3 goals in his last 12 playoff games. Mitch Marner, like what happens to those guys when you get to the playoffs? I'd like to see them answer the question this year and play to the level that they're capable of, but they've got a lot of holes, and it's not just goaltending.
No, I still don't like their defense.
I don't know how you could. Their second pair is a mess, and that's with Jake Muzzin healthy.
Yeah. Now, one other team on the opposite side, Frank, that is getting good goaltending and has made a real strong push is the Los Angeles Kings. Mm-hmm. Are you in on the Kings? And if so, what's the most important? Like the Danault addition has been a huge addition for that team. It's opened up Kopitar. He doesn't have to play all of the tough minutes on his own anymore. But man, I look at LA. They got 2 goaltenders that are both playing well, and they've been on fire here for the last stretch. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they've really been pushing for 3 months. Like they've been one of the more pleasant surprises. We've talked about a lot of teams maybe not living up to it. The LA Kings, I think, are exceeding expectations this season.